would feel to be free.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I could break
My auto tech brothers and sisters, welcome to another session of Impromptu with my Akaru. I'm Ray Hagins. My spiritual name is Sarah, Uncle Tep, my Akaru, Satepanra, which means a son of God who's been chosen by God to be a teacher of, what is it, life and truth.
Truth.
Truth and peace, bringing life and peace, whatever it is.
Yes.
I'm just throwing my own name here. And glad to have you guys with me tonight. Of course, it's another session of Impromptu. And of course, as you can see, I have on the screen with me, and I see you guys starting to sign in already. I have on the screen with me our own Dr. Minister Alyce Herndon of the African Village and Cultural Center. And of course, we're on here tonight to talk about the power of entrepreneurship. And the reason for that is because Dr. Herndon just opened her printing business. Okay. And it's right there in the St. Louis area, and just wanted to come on and promote her business as you can see what this awesome sister is doing. So let me kind of turn down the music and greet my guest, Minister Dr. Herndon. What's going on?
Hey, Doc, how you doing?
I'm doing absolutely blacktastic. Good to have you on to talk about what's going on in your life right now.
Oh my gosh, it's going. It's
Sure.
happening. It's real.
Yeah. Yeah. Before we get started, how about telling us a little about who you are for those out there who may not know who you are?
Well, my Ahotep, which means truth, and I greet you in the words of peace. I am so excited. For those of you who may not know me or may not have had a chance to actually see me, my name is Dr. Alyce Herndon. I am the Associate Minister at the African Village and Cultural Center. I'm excited about what's going on. Let's see here. I'm a mother of 3, a grandmother of 6, right?
Ooh.
Right? I got my own Brady Bunch. And then I'm also a daughter of Gloria Edwards. And so I just give honor to her today for birthing me into my assignment as to be a servant. And I'm really excited about what the Creator has allowed me to bring forth. To birth myself, right? Because I've been in a birthing process as well.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Wow. Let's see. I met you, oh my goodness, in 1998.
That is correct. That is correct. That is correct.
Was it 1990? Yeah. Yeah. In February of 1998.
February, March. Yeah, because it was the 7 last words.
Yep. Yeah, buddy. And at that time, Dr. Herndon was secretary for AME Church there in St. Louis. And lo and behold, make a long story short, after her time was up there, she came and became the office manager of the African Village and Cultural Center. And also, that's when she started her own company. I believe it was St. Louis Church and Community Resource Center, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's taking me back. That's memories right there. Yeah, man, shucks. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, of course, today's subject is we're talking today about the power of entrepreneurship, and I think this is a perfect topic. Minister Herndon has just opened her own printing business, and it is called, what is it? Onyx. Oh, there it is on your shirt. Okay, go on. Got your shirts too. Onyx. What is it? Onyx what?
Onyx Business and Print Center.
Wow. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I printed my own business cards.
That's a wonderful thing. Oh my goodness. Well, okay, you told us a little bit basically about yourself. You also just conferred upon you your doctorate.
Yes, in business.
In business. Wow.
in business administration. My specialty is organizational leadership. So I like to look at how things are working and how to streamline them. That's just a gift that the creator has given me, right? It's funny that you even say that because last week I was in a chamber meeting and the Chamber of Commerce in our area, and while I
Uh-huh.
was there, one of the gentlemen um, made a comment, and another lady says, "Well, what is your doctorate in?" And I said, "Business administration." And I tend to think that I know what I'm talking about because I've done a lot of research on it. And I eat the same thing that I serve, right, to small business owners.
All
And
right.
so, I'm not gonna put me on a special diet and then serve you up something different.
I hear you.
Very
Yeah.
same thing that I'm serving. Just like us, even in the ministry, Doc. You
Uh-huh.
know, the same thing we serve, we eat.
There you go.
You're not doing anything any different.
Right. Yes. Wow. Isn't this something?
Yes.
How long has it been since this dream has been coming? This vision. I'm not gonna call it a dream
Yeah,
because in order for it to be a dream, you got to be asleep.
that's right. That's right.
Okay. So I'm gonna call it a vision.
You
How
know,
how long has it been since this vision is birthed in you?
you're going to be really surprised when I say this. So it was just last July that I walked away from my full time job,
Which was
which was where I was served as the director of a women's business center here. It was called Grace Hill Women's Business Center. They were acquired by another nonprofit. And I made the decision at that time, "Oh, it's time for me to do my own thing." So
there
I
you
started a
go.
consulting company, right? And I also have a nonprofit, which is Onyx Business Solutions, where I have the opportunity to continue to serve. I train small business owners to launch their businesses, grow their businesses, or pivot in business. I have a 4-week curriculum that I wrote that will allow small business owners to think like a business owner, to determine if your business is viable, to look at the structure that you want to legally set your business up as. And then number 4, pricing. I show you how to make money. And so with doing that, I got a phone call earlier this year, and the young lady says, "There's a printing company." It was in April. "There's a printing company that's going out of business. Are you interested in buying it?" And I said, "Buying a printing company?" Well, at the same time, I had just submitted an order to a leading red and white print company that has a depot or a max, right?
Okay.
And when I had gone there, they told me that my order wasn't going to be ready for me at the time that they said that it would. And I said, "That's a problem because I have a workshop that I'm facilitating first thing in the morning, and that's how I get paid. I
Yeah.
need I need my stuff." And the gentleman told me to come back the tomorrow morning and it will be ready for you. And of course, you know me, Doc. I said, "Well, if it's going to be ready in the morning, that means you got to finish it tonight." So I went and got me an office chair and I rolled it up to the counter and I said, "I'll wait." And that's what I did. Um, and it was at that time that the next day I got the phone call, and that was confirmation that there was a gap in service in the community where I live and where I serve, that we
Okay.
don't have a printing company that we can go to
Okay.
get your copies, to get your business cards, to get your brochures, to get your signage, to get your banners. There was nothing located in our area, especially Black owned. And
Okay.
then to go even a little bit further, to be woman owned.
Yeah.
And I said, "I think I'm gonna bite." So I called the woman who was selling her print shop. And I said to her, "I understand that you guys are going to be going out of business." She says, "Actually, we're going to be retiring. And we'll be retiring the end of this year in November.
Mm-hmm.
So that was April. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So 8 months. 8 months. So my baby actually came early. It didn't go the
Okay.
full term, right? Or I either that or I was already carrying, right?
I
Just like
got
some
you.
of us women
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Are carrying our embryos. There you go.
Okay.
Carrying
Uh-huh.
our embryos without even realizing that we're impregnated.
Wow. Okay.
So
That'll preach right there.
dog,
That'll preach.
wait a
That'll
minute, dog.
preach. That will preach.
And
Pregnant and don't know it.
you're pregnant and don't know it. And
Ah.
and oftentimes this is what happens for business owners and for those that are seeking to go into business. We got a side hustle that we do, right?
Mhm.
And everybody enjoys that cake that Aunt Bessie makes, right? Or they enjoy this casserole that Aunt Juju make, right?
Mhm.
Or Uncle John, he got this elixir that he makes that we call it moonshine.
Mhm.
It's all profitable business if you think about it. Whatever
Okay.
your gift is, you can make it a profitable business, and I can show you how.
All right.
I'm
There
not
you
going to
go.
tell you anything different than what I've done myself. So here I am, 8 months later, right? Or 9 months later, I have a full fledged.
Copy center. Business center. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. All right now. Yeah. I got you. So y'all see I ain't the only one that's a crybaby.
Mm, yeah. So,
Now, will you be able to show us your facility?
yeah, let me unplug my computer. Mm.
Okay.
Whoa, there you are. Okay, I was like, I hope I don't lose you. So, um, yeah, I am a big baby. So I'm gonna show you
No,
from the.
listen, hey, listen, yeah, listen. I've watched you grow. I've watched you develop. I've watched you put in the work and earn that doctorate. I've watched you go into business. I've watched you run other people's businesses. I've watched you do all that. So I can understand the tears. You
Yeah.
cried. You shed all the tears you want to shed. But now you have your own now.
So just stepping outside just for a second, so you can see that the signage that's on my windows.
Now
I,
you got to turn your computer around.
I
So
can't.
it's
That-
not like a phone. You can't. No, you
oh,
just have to turn the computer itself around.
oh, that's the best I can do. You see it?
You still ain't turned. Are you behind the computer?
No, no, no,
Yeah.
no. I'm actually, so I don't have an iPad. This is my computer, my desktop computer.
Right. So just get behind the computer and
Oh,
let the computer be in front of you.
can you see?
Yeah, I can see fine. There you go.
Okay, okay. So,
Wait, let's go back outside so we can see the front of it.
okay, let me try that again. Let's see.
Look at you. Look at you, girl. Go ahead. In fact, I'm gonna just give you the whole screen here momentarily so everybody can see the store.
And I did lose my, did I lose you? I think I did. It
I'm
said,
still here.
okay, it was like, I didn't want to lose you guys.
No, I'm still here. I'm giving you the whole screen so everybody can see everything.
Oh, okay. So when you
Okay.
first come in, this is one of the banners that we can print. I gave a sample banner that you can see, but when you come in, you can actually see our counter space. And our counter space is, we're welcoming. Even if I'm gonna meet with a client in the office or in the shop, I can meet with them right here. So I've got a table that's set up that allows us to continue to fellowship, if you will. I was creative in doing a DIY project. So this frame picture that you see here, and I'm sorry for the movement, but this frame picture that you see here is something that I created. And every Monday, I use a word that says hashtag let's grow. And I have a positive quote to support the small business owners that I work with. And every Friday, I say hashtag finish strong. So I created this board here in the shop, um, that is a magnetic chalk table, where people, anytime I print something, I'm able to walk over to this board and take their cards or take their flyers and put a magnet on the back of it to show who I've worked with, but also to show various sizes or textures of paper. It also allows me to market that same business that gave me the opportunity to serve with them. So I had a young lady come in today. She was saying that she wanted some flyers. And I said, walk over to the board and I want you to look at the various sizes of flyers that are up on the board and tell me what you like. And she says, well, I like this one. That's larger, but I think I like this size better. And I told her, I said, okay, that's fine. That's a 4x6 and it's full color paper. And I want you to just fill the paper and let me know if you want something different. So I'm loving this because I literally have the chance to work with people hands on. All of the signage that's on my windows, I had the chance to print that myself. So I'm going to take you to the back so you can see the back of the shop. Um, Normally, I have my prices that's set up here. My business license and occupancy permit is on the wall. But I literally, as we walk back, I have a full color, a large format printer. So I've got my racks, and I have some more that are in a route. But I have a full format printer that'll allow me to print banners. I can also print decals, um, um, the vertical banners or the horizontal banners, as well as your window covering. So we can do that. I also have a cutter that will allow you to, if there's stickers that you want for your business, we can do that. Of course, I've got plenty of paper. And Doc laughed at me because he saw my little forklift down here and he said, "My goodness, you got a forklift." I said, "I know." But I have my cutter. I have an old school cutter, which is called my guillotine. It bites. It will cut your hand off. I have my folding machine. I have everything that I need to support um, any print job that you need, down to NCR paper or duplexing. I can drill holes in your paper. It's just exciting. And so to even stop just
I
for a
love it.
moment,
I
you know,
love it. I
when I
love it.
stop and I think about where I am, Doc, it makes me this. I think this is the absolute first time that I had the realization like, oh gosh, it's real. And then when a person comes in and they pick up their order,
Mm-hmm.
um, like I designed a menu. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I designed this menu for this young lady called TNT Catering, and it was literally handwritten. So it's testing my design skills, all of that good stuff. And I couldn't be more excited to be in this space to continue
Mm-hmm.
to serve.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's ministry still, because I meet someone every day who comes through these doors that may be going through something or something is happening within their business,
Mm-hmm.
and it allows me to offer that encouraging word. And the goal The goal, Doc, really was to make sure that in opening up this business that I can keep things affordable. So my job is not to bust your head while you are trying to figure out your business strategy or marketing strategy or anything like that. My goal really is to make sure that it's affordable because I know what it's like to be on that side when somebody is saying they're nickel and diming you, right? They're saying, well, this costs this. You're saying, how much else? Because that's not doing business. That's that person in survival mode. Business needs to be transactional. I get that. But your price is your price is your price. And here's the other thing for those of you that are really thinking about starting a business, when I said your price is your price is your price, stop asking folks for discounts.
Teach. Say it.
Because
Say it.
as Black people,
Yeah, we got to stop that.
when we want a Gucci, when we want a Coach bag, whatever they tell us the price is, we swipe and we pay it, right? So when you go into business for yourself, the goal is to look at your competitors and see what are your competitors offering. Match them. You don't go high unless you can justify the quality.
Yes.
Why you're going high. But don't go so low that you cut yourself out. You want to be in a competitive space. And I had a young lady call and she says, well, I've never paid that much for copies. And I said, do me a favor. I'll send you your final document and you go shop the price and you tell me where you can match it, or they're going to do all of this for you. So not only did I design your stuff, I copied it on quality paper, folded it in a trifold. So that way, when you start serving your food, you now have a menu that you can give them that they can take with you. And you say that I charged you too much. Go find it cheaper someplace else. She called me back real quick. She says, Dr. A, I'm going to stay with you. And I said, that's what I thought. You know, and I don't say that to brag, not at all.
I got you.
I'm saying it because I've done my homework, and I know, and people don't think that printing is still being done, and I get it.
Oh yeah,
people get the QRC codes. Wait, this side. People get the QRC codes that's put on for the menus and things like that. But you had to get the QRC code printed on something so the person can scan it, right? Yeah. The decals that go on your windows, we can print that. It's I did a flyer earlier. Let me see. I did a flyer last night. I got in. I said, okay, it's printing season, and printing season means for those that celebrate, you know, Thanksgiving, birthdays,
holidays and stuff.
Ramadan, you follow Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, you know, Christmas. I said, 'tis the season to be printing.
Okay.
You know, and just have this here so that way when a person picks up their order or they stop by, or if I'm going someplace, I'll just take a couple of stacks of the flyers with me.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Just to and had several people stop by and say, it is so good to see you here in our community. Here's the other thing, Doc. I'm in Ferguson. I'm in Ferguson.
All right.
You think about all of the negativity that shown around the unfortunate and the untimely death of Mike Brown. We have been in a community that has also been on the rise to remove the negative stigma that has surrounded that.
Okay.
And when I tell you, the street that I'm on is called South Florissant Road or Florissant Road. There have been over 10 to 15 Black businesses that have popped up amidst COVID, y'all.
Wonderful.
So this is going to be your new Black Wall Street. Nothing but Black
Okay.
businesses on
There
the
you
street.
go. There you
Nothing but
go.
Black businesses. And I'm
That's
just
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
that's what's important, that now the cyclical dollar can continue
Mhm.
within our own community
Yeah.
without us going outside of our community,
hmm
right? To now get our resources. We have a grocery store. We have restaurants that are in the area, Black owned.
hmm
We have little cafes that are in the area, Black owned. Right
Okay.
shop that is coming up, Black owned.
Cool.
It's a coffee shop that's coming up, Black owned.
Wonderful.
Exciting to see. Now this COVID thing taught us something.
Yep.
Our
Sure
own
did.
life, right? You don't have to wait until you die to go to heaven. We talked about that just a couple of weeks ago.
Mhm.
Heaven is right here on earth, but you have to create your heaven.
All right.
And you can be your own boss, right? But here's the other thing that goes with that. You don't work, you don't eat.
All right. There you go. Hey, that's right.
So you gonna work in some way or another, either for someone or for yourself. And
Mhm.
I just happen to have chosen that I would work for myself.
Hey, ain't nothing like it.
But the end of the day, I'm still a servant leader in the community because I'm serving the people that are around me.
hmm
It doesn't stop.
Nope.
It
Yeah.
doesn't stop, or it doesn't get easy. You become your own business owner. When you become a business owner, you work the hardest you've ever worked.
I listen, I know that's right. No sick days.
There are no sick
You
days.
can't call off sick.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And you don't get automatic vacation time.
That is correct. So you just have to flow with the holidays. So when it's a holiday, you say, okay, I'm gonna take it.
Yep.
That's my downtime.
Yep.
It's a blessing to be a blessing. And here's the other thing too. Here's the other thing is that small business ownership creates jobs for those that are in your community, Doc.
That's true. Yep.
It's not the big corporations that create jobs.
hmm
It's the small business. It's
The
the
small
small
business. That's right.
shops,
Yep.
that allow to create business. I mean, jobs for other people that are right there within the community. So those high school students or
hmm
that person,
There you go.
when we create our jobs, we ought to be mindful, or when we create a business, there we go.
Mhm.
We need to be mindful that we want to give someone a chance who may not be able to leverage up and get a chance. So my next thing to do, and again, it's still ministry for me, and you know where I'm gonna go with this, is that for those that are exiting the judicial system,
hmm
they can't find jobs.
hmm And when you say the judicial system, so everybody's clear,
Is it
she's actually referring to the criminal justice system.
right? I'll
Okay.
be able to once I really wrap my whole brain around everything and the growth, I want to
hmm
be able to create a 1 year opportunity for those that are exiting that criminal justice system,
hmm
that they can now get a legitimate job, because what happens is when they exit that system, they can't get hired.
Right.
They
Yep.
can't get a job.
And many end up going back inside.
So that
Yep.
cycle continues
hmm
for them. And we have to be we have to implement some type of strategy to support those that are exiting,
Mm-hmm.
but game recognized game too, right?
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got to keep it real. Got to keep it
It's
real.
real. But if we create opportunities for those who are serious and really wanting to get ahead,
Mm-hmm.
they can do that.
Yep.
So through my nonprofit, I have 2 partnerships for the entrepreneur training programs.
Good.
It's
Wonderful.
given, it's really giving a person an opportunity, study the program, apply it,
Mm-hmm.
work in the system just for a second so you can really understand it's not just about making the widget, but it's looking at your inventory,
All
it's looking
right.
at your bills, your overhead, it's looking at your supplies, it's looking at the people that come through your door, delivering customer service, all
Mm-hmm.
of that. And when you start really evaluating that, then you start looking at yourself and inwardly saying, what can I create for myself?
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal. That's the
Mm-hmm.
goal.
You remind me of Jeremiah. You know Jeremiah Kamara, right?
Mhm.
Jeremiah is a business owner here in the Atlanta area. In fact, he owns quite a few, what do you call this, inspection stations where you get
Mhm.
your car inspected every year.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
okay, he owns quite a few of those. And he only hires convicts. That's all he hires. He only hires our brothers who've been incarcerated, who've been on the inside, and of course, they come out with this stigma on them, and it's hard for them to get a place, placement of a job anywhere. So that's what he does. He hires our brothers who've been locked up, who come out with criminal records and can't get a job. So he gives them that opportunity to get back on their feet,
yeah, yeah.
and
That's
so hearing you say that is, and he told me, he said, man, those are the best workers, man. Those are the best
all
workers.
they want to do is make an earnest living
That's what he told me.
and take care of their
Yep,
families.
yep, that's what
That's
he
all they
said.
want to do.
That's what he said. Yep, that's what he told me.
Yeah.
And so he said, man, I'm obligated to see to it that our brothers, have a place to work. And to hear you say that is so awesome. You know, to create a program so that when brothers and sisters do come out,
Yeah.
and not only that, it's you're also not just hiring them, but equipping them with a trade, okay, that they can use,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
to make a living for themselves. So you actually have like an apprenticeship program going on too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
When I think about it, we're exposed and things happen in our lives for various reasons. And
Mhm.
it's not until hindsight when you look back
That's right.
and you say, "Man,
Uh-huh.
you was preparing me for this?
Yep.
I ain't even see that coming."
Uh-huh.
And so when I talk to small business owners or I talk to those that are interested, I always ask them, what's your why? Why do you want to go into business?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Because you have to understand your why.
Yep.
What am I doing? Are you doing it to make money? For out the gate, you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Okay. There you go. I tell people that all the time.
Yeah.
As an entrepreneur, if you're going into business to make money, you're gonna fail. Real simple. I mean, but then again, that's just my personal testimony, though. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
I went into business to provide a service
Mhm.
for people, okay, and as a result of providing that service, I
Mhm.
had an income.
There you go. There you
So
go.
my motto is serve
Service.
people. Yeah,
Yes.
that's my motto. My motto is serve people, and the money will chase you. You don't have to chase money, you know.
Yeah.
But you know that you've watched me in business for years. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
20 some odd years. Right.
yeah.
Look, I remember So this takes us back to the early part of the ministry.
Uh-huh.
Every single video cassette, I designed and printed it.
That's right. The label. That's right. Yeah, that's
You know,
right. Oh, back in the day, and
the original logo.
the VHS
Yeah,
covers too.
yeah.
That's back when we were doing VHS tapes, man. Wow,
Remember the original logo with the man rising out of Africa?
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh, we going back.
yeah. You
Oh
And
man.
so you think about it, and it's like, God, you had me create this, you had me create that, you had me doing this, and we looked at the paper and we looked at the size and cutting it and making it fit and things of that nature. Is it going to fold where we want it to
All
fold
right. I
and
remember
line
those days. Yeah.
all of that, all of that?
Wow.
And so you look back to see now this is where I am. Oh my goodness,
It's like the message my mom preached: unconscious preparation.
unconscious. Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, God know where you're going.
Mhm.
You don't know what's all happening, but all this is working together to prepare you to get you ready for this day.
Yeah, yeah. And
And
so,
now look at you. Look
and
at
here I am, you
not
know,
only are you a business owner, you are an employer. Ain't that something?
I ain't making a change yet, but
That's all right. And you have a wonderful facility there. And
uh,
again, for those of you who are in the St. Louis area, all
yeah,
right, this is where Dr. Herndon's business is. Okay, it's Onyx, ONYX, uh, printing,
business and print center.
business and print center. And she also has two companies, Onyx Business Solutions. She's a business consultant.
Yeah,
Okay. She's
yeah,
been helping to establish people in business for years. And now she's finally done it on her own. She got her paper in this discipline.
yes,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Go
all
ahead.
it's all full circle,
Yeah.
and I'm not, even with my quotes, I think I quoted a couple of weeks ago, or may have been a week or so ago. If you're afraid, you're right where you're supposed to be.
Okay. Yeah.
Jump. You
That's
know,
it. That's it. That's
jump. It's
it.
okay.
That's
You
it.
gonna land, right? You gonna fly or you gonna learn.
One
One
or
or the
two.
other. But you're
Yeah.
not gonna fail. You're
Right.
gonna learn.
Yeah. And that's a good attitude to take. I'm not gonna fail because either way I'm gonna learn something.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man, this is wonderful.
Thank you, Doc, so much
Oh,
from
I got to do this. Now, listen, just for the sake of those out there who are watching,
Mhm,
who may decide they want to go into business for themselves,
mhm.
let's talk about some of the pros and cons
Yes.
of being an entrepreneur. I know I'm sure you remember the lecture I did, owning your own business,
Mhm.
um, and and I brought out the point that there are different types of business owners. You have what you call a gazelle business owner. At least that's what I call it. A gazelle. That's the company. That's if you have a business and you're looking for it to make great leaps and strides, like a gazelle runs. It leaps
Mhm,
when it runs. Those are the companies that plan on having um, a large workforce, uh,
mhm,
a large volume of customers and da 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 da. And then you have the company that I'm much more familiar with, and that is I forgot what I labeled it, not gazelle, but let me give it another name for now, and that's your personal comfort business.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
I'm gonna call it that for now. And that is the business where you're in business not to get rich, not to make a whole lot of money, but just to live comfortably.
mhm,
Okay. And that's the kind of business that I am in. I'm not trying to be rich. I just want to live. I want to be able to pay my bills
mhm.
get out the bed when I want to, go to bed when I want to, take off when I want to, da 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 da. So it's not about making a lot of money for this type of business owner. It's just about making enough money so that you're comfortable,
Mhm.
so that you can enjoy your life. Okay. Now again, those are two kinds. You want to be a gazelle business owner or a personal comfort business owner.
Mhm.
What kind of business owner do you plan on being?
I plan on being a legacy business owner.
Okay. Okay.
And when I say legacy, because again, we as Black folk haven't been taught that.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm a
That's
legacy business owner. I'm setting it up
all right. There you
that
go.
my children and my children's children will have
Uh-huh.
something that they can have as a trade and a skill that
Yeah.
they can continue to build on.
Yes. And they can say, this is mine. See, when your grandbaby is in your business, your place of business, they
Mhm.
can look around and say, my G mama owns this.
That part.
This, 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 this is going to be mine one day. Now,
Yes.
I'll never forget, I was in this store, and this is one of the things that encouraged me to do a video on owning your own business. I was in this store, stopped in there for something, I don't know. But anyway, this little white child said, can I help you?
Uh-huh.
And I said, I don't know if you can help me or not. you know.
Uh-huh.
And he said, well, this is my daddy's store. Okay.
And said
And
it very proud and boldly.
yeah, very bold and proud about it, you know. And
Mhm.
I said, look at this. How many Black children can say that?
Mhm.
How many of our children are able to have a sense of pride and dignity about something that they're not even old enough to run yet? But they know that one of these days,
Yes.
this is going to be mine. I'm going to run this one of these days. That would be so awesome if we can start developing that type of a thing
Mindset.
for our young people.
It's the
Yes.
entrepreneur mindset.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that is one of the first classes that I teach when I'm working with a new business owner.
Okay.
A lot of folk often say, well, I know what I'm doing. Okay, but you got to get your head in the game, right? Get your mind right, because if you can be a gazelle or you can become
Well, at least you can want to be a gazelle.
that part.
Right. I know better. I don't want to be a gazelle business owner. That takes too much
It's too
time that
much.
I don't have.
Yeah, I'm not looking to be a gazelle. I am
No.
I am looking to have comfort, but
There you
also
go.
legacy and
Yes.
legacy. And if
Yes.
I can get my children, and it's funny because my son, I sent him a project last week and I said, I need you to knock this out for mom. And within
Okay.
4 hours, he knocked it out because he's a marketing director
See.
for a company. So I
See.
was like, hey,
See. And the good thing about it, are you talking about
Randall,
Randall? See, the
uh-huh,
good thing about it is Randall lives in what? Nevada?
Arizona. Yeah, Arizona.
Arizona, right.
Uh-huh,
Okay.
uh-huh.
And because of technology, you're able to email something to him,
Just send it to him.
send it to him. He can accomplish it for you and send it back to you. And all you got to do is
It's printed.
print it.
That's it.
Isn't that wonderful?
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I have
Man,
a
shucks.
customer now who does not utilize technology. He refuses to use technology. And I'm like, it's okay.
Who's
That's
that?
one of my customers. I have a client
Oh,
that
okay. Well, he's
we
gonna have to. He, if
we
he,
print all of his labels. So all of his labels that go on his bottles or on his products, we
yes.
print it.
Wow.
And but he doesn't use emails. He uses the phone in his car because he will pull up to the door and I have to look at him and say, you
You
gotta
could have saved
call
yourself a trip.
me. You gotta call me. But
You
it's a
could have
beautiful.
saved yourself a trip and some gas, man. Shoot.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So again, because a lot of people are in love with the idea
Yeah.
of being in business for themselves.
Right.
But the truth of the matter is, not everyone
Not everyone is going to be a
is
business
a
owner.
business owner.
That is correct.
Or let's put it this way, not everyone is a builder.
That is correct. You know, Doc, I will say this. I had to go back and look because I've always been comfortable with being a helpmeet.
Mhm.
So I can help someone do something. I can
Mhm.
help someone build. But I never saw myself as being the one who would be the builder.
Why not?
I,
Because you were that's,
I,
that's what you were doing.
I had to realize that
Yeah.
if I can build,
For somebody else.
that's it. When I realized in my 9 to 5 that I
Uh-huh.
could build your business
Yeah.
and you get I mean, yeah,
Right.
I'm building business and making you look good.
Yeah.
Let me bet on myself.
There you go. Now,
Like,
what you're
really,
saying right now is the very thing that I shared with Minister Stewart when she was working for what was it, American
American
Family?
Family Insurance. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
we said the name. She was working for a big name insurance.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. She was a claims adjuster.
It's a claims adjuster.
You
Yeah,
know, and also working with their financial products and everything.
yeah,
And I said, Karen, you can do that for yourself, girl. You don't need doing this for making other people money.
that part. And so
Yeah.
it's nothing like it because every day I pull up to this building, I sit back and say,
Uh-huh.
"Yep." And they're saying, "Who's the owner?"
Oh my goodness, isn't that a wonderful thing?
That would be me.
Uh-huh. Isn't that wonderful?
Support you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. I am. I'm proud of you because I've watched you go through the process of getting to where you are. You know, I remember when you started matriculating your degrees. And
Yeah.
those are the degrees, y'all, not just one. Okay. Yeah. Your
Yeah. And
bachelor's, your master's, your graduate degree, now your post grad.
yeah.
And you didn't just get the document to work for somebody else.
I
See,
did.
that's one of the things that I don't understand about how we can be so comfortable.
Yeah.
And we just said using our training, our preparation, our academia, using all that to build somebody else's empire.
You're right. And
You
then they
know?
get all of the accolades for
Exactly.
and replace you at a drop of a
Of
dime.
course. As long as you're being productive for them. They don't really care about you.
Nope.
They just care about your productivity.
Yep. That's it. That's
Okay.
it.
And once you're no longer productive for them, then you're out the door. They'll just find somebody else.
I think that during COVID, we as Black folk, I believe that we had to reevaluate where we are because a lot of Black folk lost their jobs
Mhm.
right at the beginning of COVID. They started downsizing,
Yeah.
things that they didn't think they could do.
Mhm.
You learned real quickly. You told me I couldn't work from home. And hell, now I ain't got no
Ain't that
choice
something, right?
from home, you know? And so, now you're in this space, and then you realize you had more time on your hand because you can knock out without the distractions,
Yes. Yep.
right?
Yep.
Which is one of the reasons why horses have those things up there, but it's another message. But without those distractions, now you can really focus on what the task at hand. And then now you got some extra time, you start building your own business.
There you go.
I think when
There you
people
go.
realize, let me start building for myself, Here we are a year later, you got your strategy already outlined.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're implementing that strategy. Now you just sit back and you evaluate, you
Mm-hmm.
know, which is what I call a 369 plan. Every 3 months, you look at what it is that you're doing to see if it's working. You implement it. If it needs to be changed, you change it,
There you go. There
and then
you
you
go.
start that process all over again.
There you go.
And even with small business owners, I was just telling a group last week, we ended the class, and I said, this is Q4. Q4 is where you implement your new prices. So that way, when the new quarter begins at the top of the year, it's already in place. You ain't got to say what our new prices are going to be. You did it the
Mm-hmm.
previous year, and it's called cost of living allowance. Remember, in the military, we called it COLA,
Yep.
COLA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cost of living allowance. And
Mm-hmm.
you increase that 3 to 5% to your prices. And that's
Yep.
not even a lot of money, Doc.
That's right.
But when we're at work and we're working for somebody else, we look forward to getting that 3 to 5%.
You got that right. Yes.
Work for
Yes.
yourself. Build your own business. It's
Mm-hmm.
nothing like it. It's the freedom. It allows you, when you see how things could be in a particular business, but you're working for somebody else and you got to ask them for permission. When you
Ooh.
own that thing, you can do it for your doggone self.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ask for no permission, and you ain't got to ask for forgiveness either. You just
Mm-hmm.
do it.
You know, it's like again the pros and cons
Yeah.
of being in business for yourself. One of the cons that I want to say, at least it was my experience. I don't know if it's going to be your experience. I hope not.
Okay.
But for the first 5 years of being in business for myself, I didn't make any money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I made money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe let's say it this way: I didn't see a profit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I had to make money to stay in business,
Right. Right.
but I didn't see a profit for the first 5 years.
Mm.
You know, and it was okay. I mean, as long as I was paying my bills, but as far as accumulating funds, like
Mm-hmm.
able to put money away and all that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
no, I didn't. In fact, for the first 5 years of being in business, I wasn't even able to afford insurance.
Uh-huh.
You see, and it's interesting because just as I was getting to the place where I could afford insurance,
Mm-hmm.
an arsonist burned down the building that my business was in,
Oh,
and I lost everything.
oh, snap.
That was in 1987. I mean, I lost and it devastated me so badly.
No.
I mean, because everything that I had acquired, I paid for it out of my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My organs, my pianos, my recording studio, my master recordings, everything
Yeah. Yeah.
all went up in smoke. You
Yeah.
know,
But you know what, Doc? When you talk about the cons in business, you're dead on. The first 3 to 5 years are the most difficult,
of
and
course,
research tells you that most businesses fail within the first three
that's
to five
right.
years.
That's right.
And which was why it was important for me in doing my research to understand the success strategies
Hmm.
that business owners use, especially women, to succeed in business beyond 5 years. That's my topic.
Okay,
And
that's
uh,
so important.
that's
You know.
important. I know what failure looks like, but show me what success looks like.
Okay.
And the biggest key, so when we talk about pros and cons, we know that failures happen first 3 to 5 years, but the pro to that is relationship building.
Hmm.
Having relationships, not with just your clients or the people that you serve, but having relationships with your banker. Have
Yeah.
one on speed dial, because I promise you, I can pull up a couple of them and they respond,
Hmm.
right?
That's very important.
It was pivotal for this
Yes,
business.
yes,
And I had a banker who understood my vision.
that's
And when
everything.
I got ready to write out all of my financials, I had all of the financials already outlined. And the when she went to pitch for my line of credit,
Hmm.
by the way, that I can gladly say that I have not touched, praise
That's wonderful.
God. But when she went to pitch for my line of credit, I wasn't in the room. So she had to champion for me
Hmm.
to make sure that I got the loan.
There you go. And that's why a relationship is so important. Yes,
Relationships. I got an attorney,
there you
woman,
go.
and for me, I live what I preach, basically. So if my specialty, if you look at my nonprofit and my consulting company, my specialty is working with women to give them a voice because women have been taught to be muted. Okay, that's another message, especially to be silent in the church, but that's another message. But
Mhm.
but when women haven't been taught to use their voice, I have
Yeah,
to break that and show them how to use their voice in such a way that we're not being itchy with a B,
I
you know,
got you.
but what we are is we're speaking matter of fact or fact. Here's the facts of what it is that I know.
Hmm.
Questions, comments, concerns. We haven't been taught that. So I have a female lawyer, I have a female attorney, I have a female banker, right? I have female mentors, and of course, I got you, Doc, and I have other male, people
Hmm.
that support me that happen to be men. I have male bankers that support me in this work. Relationships.
That's everything. That's
That's
everything.
that was the key. Um,
Yep.
because there are times that you are not going to be in the room, and somebody is going to refer your business
Hmm.
as long as you're doing good business, right?
Yes.
As long and they refer your business if you're not doing good business.
That's right. That's right.
That's your pros and cons.
That's right. Yep. That's right.
I,
Yeah.
I would also say, even in that, if you're really seriously considering going into business ownership, is to get you a good group of people that you can talk to because everyone has a different a viewpoint, right?
Hmm.
But ask the creator to give you discernment of how to eat the fish and spit out the bones.
Yes. Very good advice.
You know,
Very good advice.
everybody's good. I have a 33-year-old mentor, which is a
Mhm.
millennial. She's about the same age as my sons.
No, she's your mentee.
No, she's my mentor.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she lives in Florida,
Okay.
and we talk every other day. And I pour into her; she pours into me. So
Okay.
it's like a knife; it cuts both
I
ways.
got you.
But
Yeah.
it gives me a different mindset
Okay. Yes.
because otherwise I would be looking at it only from my vantage point, where she looks at it from a different vantage point when it says, "Have you considered?"
Got you. Hmm.
Oh, okay, I didn't think about that. That's a good point. You
Hmm.
know, and of course, with me being a little bit more seasoned, I can share some things with her,
Hmm.
and she'll say, "Oh, shoot, I didn't think about that." So
Hmm.
relationships,
Yes. It's everything.
key. Yeah.
You got to build relationships to be successful in business.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You got to. And that's really what it's all about. Being in business means having good people skills. And that's why a lot of people are not going to succeed in business because they have horrible people skills. I mean, mind you, they may be good at what they do, okay? But
Mhm.
if your interpersonal relationship skills are horrible, you cannot
Yeah,
succeed in business. It's just that
yeah.
simple.
It makes you breathe. It makes you say, okay, you might want to try that a different way.
Exactly. Exactly. Or you might want to be in a business that doesn't require you interacting with people.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I can't imagine what business that would be.
That's called accounting. What I've learned about CPAs and accountants is that their people skills aren't the absolute best.
Okay.
When I was working my 9 to 5, when I go to the finance department, they were not nice. They didn't even know how to be. But if
Okay.
you put some numbers in front of them, they can look at those numbers and make those numbers talk. So you
Okay.
have to really know,
That was their forte.
yeah, you got
Yeah.
to know how to interact with people and on what level,
Hmm.
what's their thing, what's their niche,
Hmm.
right? And so you can really communicate with them from that vantage point. As otherwise, you'd be like, yeah,
Yeah.
with them number people, they don't do
Listen, you to them number of people. But that's their thing. That's what they
that's
do.
the things. They look at those numbers, boy, and they get excited.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
whereas many of us say, just tell me what the bottom line is.
Right.
You know,
That's me right there. That's me.
bottom line.
That's me. I'm about just get to the bottom line. That's all I want to know about.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
And that's something that I do in my 4-week class is I give them a spreadsheet and I say, make the numbers talk. I said, I love spreadsheets because I like to make the Excel spreadsheets calculate and talk. So if you change this number, look what it do to this number over here. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, and
Yeah.
that gives you on a foundational level of how money changes really quickly,
Oh yeah.
all over a dollar, all
Oh
over
yeah.
50 cents.
Yes.
You know, um, young lady I was working with, she was making whatever widget it was, but she was delivering. And I said, add a delivery charge of $1.50.
Hmm.
When she added that, she says, oh my gosh, I'm making money. I said, you know why you were losing money though, right? You were driving all around town and then you was paying to deliver the very thing that you
Ain't
made.
that deep? Ain't that deep? Right. Yeah. Again, like I said, there's so much involved
Yeah.
in counting the cost
Yes.
of being in business,
Yep.
and this is one of the reasons why I'm glad we're doing this because, you know, it's more than a notion.
Mhm. It
It,
could be rewarding. It could be
it's very rewarding if
yeah,
you're able to survive through the initial growth period and all that kind of stuff. Because listen, I'm not going to lie to you. My first few years of being in business, I was wondering if I was going to have a stroke any day.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
at the beginning of the month, every month,
yeah,
I
yeah,
was under that pressure, man, of okay, the bills got to be paid.
yes,
Business is not rolling in that fast yet.
right,
Okay. But now I've launched out into the deep here.
yeah,
All right. And I have to maintain, and I have to be honest with you, I made a promise to God when I started my company, and that was that the money that comes into my business, I would be a good steward over that. Okay, and see to it that it goes back
yeah,
into the business
yeah,
to pay for the expenses of the business. Okay, you
yeah.
can't take the money that comes in and use it to buy dessert with. Okay, you got to
No,
pay the bills, man.
and you know what, Doc, and that is excellent advice because even with my nonprofit, I never
Mhm.
took a salary.
There you go. Exactly.
I never took a salary. I just paid the
Exactly.
other people that was doing the work or facilitating
Yep.
workshops for me and things of that nature. And yeah, did not take a salary.
Yeah. You have to, it's back to the thing of if you really believe in what you're doing.
Hmm.
Okay, first of all, there's the old adage that says, "He who loves what he does will never work a day in his life."
Mm-hmm.
So it's important that you love what you're doing.
Right.
But secondly, it's important that, oh my goodness, you have discipline.
Yes.
You got to have monetary discipline, man. You know, like I said, if you're in it to make money, when money starts rolling in, you're going to spend it
Yeah.
on something other than the business.
Unnecessary stuff.
Exactly.
Because
You
you're trying
know,
to show that you're trying to show, you know what? And think about what's that movie, Trading Places? Remember that movie,
with Eddie
Trading?
Murphy
Yeah,
and
and you looked
they
like
got Dan Aykroyd.
right, and they traded those
Yes,
places.
yes.
And that's the thing. Just still stay within your means. There used to be a quote that you had on our giving envelopes at the village, and it says, "If your income exceeds your
No, if your outcome
if your
exceeds your
outcome
income,
exceeds yes,
your upkeep will be your downfall."
all of that."
Yep, I remember that. In fact, those of you out there watching, take that as a word of wisdom for you guys. Okay,
Yeah,
if your outcome
outcome
or output
out. Yeah, exceed.
exceeds your income,
Mm-hmm.
your upkeep will be your downfall.
That is
We
correct.
sure did used to use that, didn't we?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And all of those things I take to heart, and it has been great reminders for me,
Mhm,
especially at such a time as this,
mhm.
where I am now in full-fledged business ownership, and
Yeah,
it's
you
been
are you are the CEO now,
babe,
not executive director, but the CEO, the owner,
yeah,
black owned,
woman owned, veteran,
woman owned.
yeah,
That's all right.
yeah.
Shucks.
Yeah. Yeah. God is good. And I think I'm going to wait until January to do the grand opening, um,
Okay.
because that'll allow me to really get some things set up and have a good workflow. I don't.
Okay. Now for those who are listening, so that you'll understand, Dr. Herndon just opened her business. Okay. What? How long ago? What? Maybe a month ago? 2 months of that?
Last month.
Last month. Wow.
It was my gift to myself for my born day, right?
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
What you
Yeah.
get for your birthday? Oh, I gave myself a business.
Hey, listen. That's what I'm. Now that's what you. That's the kind of business we already giving ourselves
Yeah.
for birthday present. You
Yeah.
know.
Look, so
And
I'll do my business shower,
I
as the
got you. I
as
got
Sister
you.
Karen would say, Minister Karen would say, we need to have business showers. I'll do a business shower. Just bring me some jobs that I can print for you.
There you
That's
go.
just shower
Wow.
me with some work.
And for while you're on that note, let's talk about that right quick. How can people patronize you?
Oh my gosh.
Anyone and not and also family. Listen, this is not just see. This is the beautiful thing of technology now. Okay, it doesn't have to just you don't have to just be in the St. Louis area,
Mhm.
okay, or in the Ferguson, Missouri area. Because of technology, you can email your projects in.
That
You
is
can
correct.
send them. I don't think we can see that. Uh, Look at you. Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Yeah. So you can email me. Our phone number is 314-733-5096.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me put this on the screen.
Okay.
Okay, phone.
314
Wait a minute. 314
733
733
5096.
5096.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Email.
Email is info
Mm-hmm.
at onyx onyx
Mm-hmm.
bpc
Is
dot
that is
com.
that is that Bravo?
Bravo Papa Charlie dot
Thank you.
com.
.com. That's okay. So that's Let me see if I got this right.
Somebody
Info at
just
onyxbpc.
.com.
I'm glad I took my glasses off to see this because I sure got it wrong there.
Bless your heart.
Okay. All right. And let's see. That's your phone number. That's your email address. That's how people can get to you there, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So give us a call. Let us. My
Let me
slogan
let me put, let
is
me put this on the screen here.
let us earn your business. We would love, love, love to do your business cards. Yes, sir. That is it. That is it. Um,
Okay.
we
Family, this is how you can contact Minister Herndon. There's her phone number for her company, and there's her email address. And again, if you guys have projects that need to be done, okay, you can reach out to her. Okay, you can send her the project. She can get it done and ship it back to you. So that's, you're not just confined to St. Louis. There,
no. It's exciting.
I'm
It's
excited for you.
it's so exciting. And
Shucks.
thank you so much, Doc, for
Oh, yeah, you know that. I got it. Hey, listen, one of the things that my dad taught me, okay, I don't know why he thought I was going to be a pastor. I don't know why. Uh,
because you did.
he used to tell me at 14 years old, he used to say, now, when you start pastoring, and I used to look at him because he always tell me that in the car while we're riding, right? One of these days when you pastor in your church, and I used to look at him, what makes you think I want to be a preacher, man? I didn't want to be no parts of the ministry, right? But he said, one day, when you always remember, when you're pastoring, if you take care of your people will take care of you. I never forgot that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never forgot that, So, of course, I want to do everything I can to promote those, such as yourself. You've supported me, down through the years, and the least I can do is turn around and support you back.
Thank you. Thanks.
I mean, same with Minister Stewart and others in the African village who are going into business for themselves.
Yeah.
That's what we have to do. We have to be there to speak for each other, to speak in behalf of each other.
Yeah.
So brothers and sisters, I want y'all to know, okay, we have a sister who is our own, okay, and she is now the owner, CEO of Onyx Printing, and I can't keep getting
Onyx Business and Print Center.
because I'm still thinking Onyx Business Solutions.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's actually two different entities, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And also, brothers and sisters, those of you out there who are interested in going into business for yourself, all right? Dr. Herndon is a business consultant. That's her thing. She's got her doctorate in business management. Okay. So if y'all want some advice, if you want, somebody to guide you, walk you through this, reach out to the sister. Okay. And become her client.
Thank
All right. That's what she does. She set up businesses for so many people. All right. Over the years. All right. So let her work with you as far as establishing your business.
you.
Ain't nothing like having your own. And listen, now, especially now in this day and time in which we're living,
Mhm.
okay, you don't know what you can count on now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, things are disappearing like that. People are losing jobs like that because they won't comply with a demand
Yep.
as though it's a law.
Yep.
Oh my goodness! Don't get me started on that right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Even now, when people so I keep my doors locked. Let me share this, and that for a couple of reasons. I don't want to be bombarded with people that are going to come in. So I ask that people just give me a call, give me a heads up that you're coming, and I can let you know if somebody is already in the store or not. Because every time somebody comes in and they leave, I wipe everything down again.
Yeah, you
Because
have to.
I'm making sure,
You
and
have to.
and I tell them, and I keep masks right here at the front desk.
Okay.
For everybody who comes in. A gentleman came in yesterday, and he says, "Do I need a mask?" I said, "You most absolutely do." Wait a minute.
At least you said it nicely.
You most absolutely do. Because I want to be safe for
Of
you,
course.
as
Of
well as
course.
for me.
Yes.
And I don't want to have a super spreader, you know,
Mhm.
because I've got 4 or 5 people in at the same time, and then now I don't know who got what, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So I am very cautious on that. And then that way it allows me to have that brief 15 to 20-minute conversation with you without
Mhm.
interruption,
Yes.
right? Right.
Yes.
So it's beneficial for both of us. And then that way I'm clear on what your expectations are, and you're clear on when our turnaround is going to be. So that way you don't feel rushed or anything
Mhm.
like that. And of course, we monitor our emails daily. It's about 3 of us that are monitoring emails to make sure that we're getting the orders processed. And we have a lot of fun in the space, and the time goes by fast. And it's like before you look up, we say, "Dang, it's 2:30.
See?
Hungry. Let's get some food."
That's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. I am. I'm not only happy for you, I'm happy for your mom as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's proud of her daughter.
She came in the shop Saturday. The first time she had come in, Doc, she came in and she just said, "Oh, y'all just hanging out." And I said, "That's today. It won't be like that for long."
Right? Right.
And so when she had come back in on this past Saturday, and she says, "Wow, why?" And then she just broke down the store crying.
I can see
I
that.
was like, "Lady,
I
stop
can see that. She's
crying."
proud. She's proud
Yeah,
of her daughter's accomplishments. I
yeah.
mean, come on, look. I mean, listen, you've made 2 major, mega accomplishments this year.
Hmm.
You've achieved, you graduated, for the longest it was like what, ABD,
Yeah, yeah,
all
yeah,
but dissertation,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know, right? But no more ABD now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, you've got that paper, Dr.
yeah, yeah.
Alyce Herndon. You did that this year. You've accomplished that this year and going into business for yourself.
Mhm.
I mean, those are 2 major accomplishments in 1 year.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
absolutely.
can understand your mom breaking down and crying.
She did. She says,
You know,
"You gonna be all right." I said,
yeah. See, of course. And listen, as our parents approach that age of getting close to the ancestral realm,
"Yeah,
that's what they want to know.
yeah, yeah,
They want to know that you're going to be all right.
yeah." She'll be
You know,
89. She'll be 89,
89 already.
on the 14th of November.
Oh
Yeah,
my
she'll be
goodness.
89.
Oh man,
Yeah.
89. She looks great. She looks great for her age.
Yeah, she's still getting around.
Oh man, 89, and that's the 14th of this month.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah. So
12 days.
yep.
Should be 90 years old.
89. She'll be
Oh,
89.
she'll be 89.
Yep,
Okay,
she'll be
okay,
89. Yeah, she'll be
okay.
89. So
Wow. Oh my goodness.
yeah, yeah, all is well. And for her to see this, she says, "Well, this is different." Because I brought her in the first time, it was empty.
Hmm.
And then we had the counters put up, and she said, "Okay." And then I started outlining the wall, and she said, "What you doing over there?" And I said, "It's gonna be all right. Just watch it." And then she came in and she saw it, and she says, "Oh, this that thing you can stick on the wall and write on it too." I said, "Yeah."
That's all right.
All
I'm
the
so glad.
equipment and everything, and it's like, "Yeah, we're doing it." And then she saw some completed orders and things like
Mhm.
that, and she's like, "Wow." So
There
yeah,
you go. That's wonderful.
yeah.
Well, once again, I'm happy for you. I
Thank
wish
God.
you the best. And anything that I can do, to help make you more successful, you can consider it done.
Thank you, Doc. Thank
You
you
know,
so
and yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Let's
So,
let's let's
so
get you as one of the most premier black-owned printing companies in the country.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I look at it.
Look, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh man, look at here. We've been talking for over an hour.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm getting ready to get my
Wow.
boy to get off. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I wanted to, like
Mm,
I said the other day, we got impromptu. The whole purpose of this platform is to just go live and show people what's happening.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I
They,
wanted,
they could be sitting in the seat too, you know, and
huh?
they could be sitting in the seat as well. I'm sure there are a lot of brothers and sisters out there that are saying, I just needed that extra urge to.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Well, they're not gonna sit in that seat.
No, no, no,
They can sit
no.
in their own seat.
Look, I'm sorry, you're right.
Yeah. Cause see, hey, listen, I'm saying that on purpose because one of the things I have learned over these past couple of decades is folk will take pleasure in operating on your platform, okay, and have not built a doggone thing of their own. Okay. So I honor you today because not only have you served well on my platform and other people's platform, but now you have your own platform. And that's a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
That's a wonderful thing, man. That's a wonderful thing. And besides, you can't really be successful in having your own platform if you have not learned how to serve on other platforms first.
That's called followership.
There you go. Exactly.
It's called
And for those of you out there who want to be in business for yourself, but you're not ready to be in business for yourself, you're still working for somebody else, let me help you by sharing this with you. Take the attitude that when you go to work, you are engaged in a paid internship.
internship.
Okay?
Yeah.
Remember that you are at a paid internship. That will help you deal with going to your job a lot better, knowing that you are just there. You're getting paid to learn how to do it yourself.
Mhm.
That's a paid internship. You're not there to stay.
Right.
See, that's the whole thing, man.
It's temporary.
There you go.
It's
Yes.
temporary. You're
Yes.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You
Wow.
know.
Listen, sis, I'm not gonna hold you any longer. I
Thank
just want to bring
you.
you on and let the folk know what you were doing. And again, family, you see Minister Herndon's phone number there. Okay, please reach out to her if you need some advice. Again, she's a business consultant. So if you need some consulting work as far as going into business for yourself, she's the person to talk to.
I can help you. I promise you.
Okay, yeah, she can help you. All right.
Help
So
you.
reach out to the sister. You got an email address. And again, Dr. Herndon, much success to you, the
Thank you.
years to come. In fact, I see 3 or 4 printing shops.
Woo! Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I see 3 or 4.
Glory. Glory. I,
Yeah,
told,
hey, that's right. You owe me a dance anyway.
I told Jesse, when we get back in church, I said, I'm going old school. Hold up, y'all. Hey. I ain't forgot how.
That's what I'm saying. But listen, you got a right to praise him. Sure. You got a right to praise him. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you take care. Thanks
Okay.
again, and also thank you for assisting me every Sunday
Oh,
as we minister to the people.
I
Thank
enjoy
you so
it.
very
I
much.
enjoy it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish you the best.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, take care.
Talk to you.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Brothers and sisters, you have been listening to or watching, I should say, Q&A. Not Q&A. I'm thinking of my radio show. It comes on Wednesday nights. You've been watching Impromptu with my Akaru. Okay, of course, I just had Dr. Alyce Herndon on. She's Associate Minister at the African Village and Cultural Center. She's also a business consultant, an author, a business owner now. Okay, and of course, her number is still there on the screen. Please sure to reach out to the sister. All right, please sure to reach out to her to help with starting your business so that you can be economically independent. Okay? It's the best feeling in the world. Trust me when I tell you that. Thanks for watching, family. Until next time, you guys out there stay strong.